presented by Myth and Greet. Leave a like and subscribe. The story of Arachne is a tragedy about pride and rivalry with the gods, bringing themes of punishment and transformation to life. In Greek mythology, Arachne was a young mortal with great talent and skill in weaving. Originally from the city of Colophon in Lydia, Arachne was not only skilled, her tapestries were uniquely beautiful and so intricately detailed that they mesmerized everyone around her. She soon gained fame throughout Greece, attracting people from afar who traveled to admire her work. Chapter 1: Arachne's Gift and Rising Fame. In the bustling town of Colophon in Lydia, a young girl named Arachne was born into a humble family. Her father, Idmon, was a simple dyer, skilled in creating vibrant colors from natural pigments. Arachne grew up watching her father dip threads into vats of colors that ranged from the deep indigo of twilight to the bright, burning orange of sunrise. She soon began experimenting with these colored threads, crafting intricate patterns with an artistry and imagination that surpassed anyone in the town. Her tapestries became renowned for their beauty, intricacy, and lifelike detail, attracting people from near and far who were captivated by her work. Arachne's fame grew so much that people started to claim she was blessed by the gods themselves. However, as she wove each new tapestry, Arachne felt the weight of those words pressing down on her. Her reputation had grown beyond her control, and her pride began to rise. She was flattered by the attention, but also frustrated. She didn't want to be famous because people thought she was blessed by the gods. She wanted to be admired for her talent alone. To Arachne, her gift was born not of divine intervention, but of her own hard work, practice, and artistry. This belief planted a seed of defiance in her heart, and she began openly declaring that she, not Athena, was the most skilled weaver in existence. Chapter 2: Athena's Warning and Arachne's Challenge. One day, as Arachne proudly boasted of her independence from the gods, an old woman approached her in the village square. The woman's face was lined with age, her back slightly hunched, but her eyes shone with a fierce intelligence that seemed almost otherworldly. She warned Arachne about the dangers of pride, advising her to honor Athena as the true source of her skills and to respect the gods' gifts. However, Arachne, now accustomed to the praises of others, scoffed at the woman's words. She was adamant that her talent was her own, that she needed no divine blessing to create such beautiful work. Seeing that Arachne would not relent, the old woman finally revealed her true identity. In a flash of divine light, the woman transformed into Athena herself, radiant and awe-inspiring, clothed in armor and draped in the colors of the heavens. The townsfolk who witnessed the transformation fell to their knees, trembling in fear and reverence. Arachne, however, stood her ground, her face flushed with both fear and a stubborn defiance. Athena, though angered by Arachne's hubris, gave her a final chance to repent. She offered Arachne a chance to honor her as the source of her skill, but Arachne refused, boldly challenging the goddess to a weaving contest to settle the question once and for all. Chapter 3: The Weaving Contest. Athena accepted the challenge, and a large crowd gathered to witness the contest. The contest itself was a spectacle. Arachne and Athena began weaving at the same moment, and the atmosphere grew thick with tension. Athena's tapestry was grand and majestic, filled with images of the gods in all their power and glory. She wove scenes of triumph and justice, of the gods protecting humanity, and most importantly, of mortals who had dared to defy the gods and had faced harsh consequences. Athena's tapestry was not only a testament to her skill, but a clear warning to Arachne of what awaited those who dared challenge the divine. Arachne, however, chose a vastly different theme. Her tapestry depicted the flaws and moral failings of the Olympian gods, weaving scenes of deceit, betrayal, and revenge. She showed Zeus, the king of the gods, committing acts of infidelity, and she depicted other gods abusing their power for personal gain. With each thread she wove, Arachne's fingers moved faster, her heart pounding as she poured her defiance into the cloth. Her skill was undeniable, and the tapestry, completed with painstaking detail, was as captivating as it was rebellious. When Athena saw Arachne's tapestry, she was enraged, yet she could not deny the skill and precision Arachne had demonstrated. The defiance in Arachne's work felt like a personal affront, a direct insult to her authority and the sanctity of the gods. Consumed by her anger, Athena tore Arachne's tapestry to shreds and, in a fit of divine fury, reached out to punish Arachne. Chapter 4: Arachne's Despair. In the aftermath of Athena's anger, Arachne's confidence shattered. She realized the enormity of her defiance and felt, for the first time, the crushing weight of divine judgment. Overwhelmed with shame and despair, Arachne fled from the temple. She stumbled through the streets, her heart pounding and her mind racing. The beauty and skill she had taken so much pride in had been desecrated, and the goddess's wrath hung over her like a dark cloud. Overcome by grief and regret, Arachne couldn't bear to face her shame and contemplated ending her life. She tied a noose, intending to escape the disgrace and the weight of her actions. But Athena, watching from above, took pity on her, understanding that her actions were born from pride, not malice. Yet the goddess could not let her defiance go unpunished. Chapter 5: Transformation into a Spider. Athena intervened, deciding that Arachne's punishment would be more fitting than simple death. She touched Arachne with a transformative power, speaking a curse that would forever change her fate. Arachne felt her body begin to change, her arms and legs thinning and elongating, her skin darkening as she shrank to a tiny form. Her fingers, once so adept at weaving delicate threads, transformed into spindly legs. Her body grew small, and her mouth and eyes shifted, until she had been completely transformed into a spider. Arachne was now condemned to weave forever, but without any of the glory she had once craved. In her spider form, she would remain close to the ground, hidden and reviled by many. Her weaving would now be instinctual, a compulsion that could never be appreciated as it once was. The once celebrated artist was now a creature whose work would go unnoticed, her beauty and skill relegated to the shadows. Chapter 6: The Legacy of Arachne. Arachne's story did not end with her transformation, instead, it became a lasting legend that echoed across generations. The term Arachnid derives from her name, forever associating spiders with her tragic tale. Her life and punishment serve as a timeless reminder to mortals of the dangers of hubris, especially when directed at those with divine power. Arachne's fate illustrates that, no matter how talented or gifted, humans should not let pride overshadow reverence and humility, particularly toward those more powerful. For centuries, Arachne's story was recounted as a warning to those who might challenge the gods, instilling a sense of humility in artists and creators who followed in her footsteps. Her story also prompted reflection on the nature of art and talent. Should the mortal world pay homage to the divine for its gifts, or is talent something cultivated independently of the gods? Arachne's tragic fall from grace became both a moral lesson and a symbol of the fine line between pride and self-destruction. If you enjoyed this video, please consider leaving a like and subscribing. If there's anything you'd like to discuss or suggest any ideas, please leave in the comment section. Thank you very much. Until next time.